Hello everyone! Welcome back! Welcome back to VTube the Druids. Thank you for choosing to spend your time with me as we embark further into this hell. Let's just make sure this is all looking good. Still getting used to all this setup, but thank you. Thank you for your patience. Oh, hello Nax! Welcome! Happy weekend! Glad you're here as the resident walkthrough expert. Unfortunately there's no title screen to this game. So we have to just jump right into it. I wish there was a title screen. But at least we're being subjected to some nice ambient soundtrack instead. Back to this cursed work of art. Exactly! I love it. It's good old-fashioned Eurojank. All I ever wanted. So last we left off, we were going to find Arthur Blake. Oh, good to show off. Probably my favorite pause screen since Persona 5, right here. But we're here to find Arthur Blake, and let me remember my controls.
Mr. Blake's vehicle really is a vintage car, that's for certain.
I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. There, let me know how it sounds on the stream as well. Let's see. Anything much to look at?
Looks like he made this letterbox himself.
I see. Not much out here. Oh, you gotta zoom in.
Not much to see. I hope he's in. Not much to see. I hope he's in.
Very tiny hitbox, or I guess hitbox, interactable box, collision box. I guess it's not that bad. That's better than I hoped. We're up here. Luckily we don't have to pixel hunt too much. Oh!
Mr. Blake?
Yes?
My name's Brent Halligan. I'm a detective from Scotland Yard. I have a few questions I need to ask you.
Scotland Yard? What's this about? Is something wrong?
I'd rather we discuss this in private. Do you mind if I come in?
I'm not sure. What's happened? Is there a problem with one of my publications?
No, sir. I'm investigating a murder case. Perhaps you could help me? It really won't take very long.
Murder? Awful. But what's it got to do with me?
Mr. Blake, I'd really prefer it if we could go somewhere a little more private. May I come in?
Well, yes, certainly. Come on in.
Oh. I feel like... Maybe it's because he's not English, but I feel like he was recording in a completely different place somehow. Look at all this.
An oil painting. It's not quite to my taste.
Oh, lots to look at. I like this hot pink book. Oh. Hello, Min. Welcome. Indeed. I'm not giving up. I'm a little intimidated by this screen, though. Oh, what is it? What is this soundtrack? Why are there scare chords? Hold on. Let's turn the music volume down. That's gonna overwhelm the...
And they're almost all historical works. Books. A lot of books.
That mixing is gonna completely overwhelm the dialogue.
They're almost all historical works. Books. And they're almost all historical work. Books. A lot of books.
I'm so scared of this screen. We're gonna have to pick a certain book, I'm sure.
And they're almost all historical works. Books. And they're almost all historical works.
Oh.
That's a pretty good map of the world, considering how old it is. History books.
3, having some... Oh no, I'm covering it. Hold on. Hold on. He's having some good times down here. But I guess I'll hide that. Can't seem to interact though. Unfortunately.
That armchair looks really comfortable. I could do with one of them in my office. I'd better not sit down. Create a bad impression.
This music is so funny. It's so intense.
An old pendulum clock with a Roman face. Mr. Blake seems to be a man of taste.
Man of-
Still, I wouldn't buy a thing like that.
Man of culture. More books? Oh. Guess it's time to talk.
You're the author of a book on Druids, am I right?
Yes, quite correct. In fact, I'm just working on a revised version for the next edition. But what makes you so interested in my book?
I'm currently investigating a series of murders in London. I've made some interesting discoveries that I'd like to discuss with you.
What series of murders are we talking about?
The skeleton murders. You may have read about them in the papers.
Oh, yes. Of course. A terrible business.
Mr. Blake, I believe there may be some sort of ritual behind these murders.
Well, what makes you think that?
Dr. Turner from the Anthropological Museum in Oxford examined one of the last victim's bones for me. She found residual traces of gold on it and round notches.
Round notches, you say?
Yes. Does that mean anything to you? Doesn't your book on Druids mention ritual killings for which a golden sickle was used?
True. Are you saying these murders are based on the same ritual?
That's what I've come to ask you.
But that's impossible. It can't be true.
Possible.
My God. It would be unthinkable. It would confirm all my translations. I've been researching the history of the Druids for 30 years now, but I've never yet found proof of my greatest fears.
Your greatest fears?
Yes, the perfection of the final ritual. The final confirmation of the Druids' power.
Oh no! Tell me more about the Druids. At least the music calms down for this.
Tell me more about the Druids.
Well, the Druids were Celtic priests. They were highly respected scholars, responsible for preserving the Celtic religion and science. Their main tasks included conducting sacrificial rituals, medicine, astronomy, and justice. Experts now believe that Druidism began in ancient Britain and spread from there to the European continent, especially to Gaul. The first definite evidence of the Druids' existence goes back to 500 BC.
That's a long time ago.
Quite. And for at least 500 years from then on, the Druids were the most important class of Celtic society.
What happened then?
Well, with Britain and Gaul being conquered by the Romans, the Druids were quickly suppressed. Their doctrine was abolished and replaced by Roman tenets. In the end, Christianity took over. And by around 1000 AD, Druidism seems to have vanished.
I mean, to be fair to this game, it's nice that, like, Druidism is more than just window dressing, which is what I was kind of afraid of looking at the cover. Like, I like being able to learn about this stuff. Hello, friend. Welcome. Welcome to hell. Glad you could join me. No, I'm excited that we get to learn something here. I guess we'll start with the top options. What did the Druids and their followers believe in?
What did the Druids and their followers believe in?
Well, that's not so very easy to explain. Like the Romans and the Greeks, the Celts had a number of gods to whom various functions were ascribed. They paid homage to these gods with rituals and sacrifices. Many of their cult rituals were performed for the stars and the four elements: fire, water, air, and earth. Their religious acts always took place in forests, usually in a clearing or at some other prominent location. The Druids didn't start building their temples until they had met the Romans.
What were their rituals like?
What were their rituals like?
Well, they mainly made sacrifices on special occasions. Druids would burn plants and twigs to transfer them into the realm of the divine.
That doesn't sound so terrible.
No, but they also sacrificed animals, mostly rams or pigs. Roman writers even mention cruel human sacrifices, crucifixions, decapitations, and regular slaughters on the altar.
What? Oh, that's horrific.
Not all of these stories are based on definite facts, Mr. Halligan.
Oh, what is this game? Looks a bit cursed. It is quite cursed. This is The Mystery of the Druids, which I believe came out. It's a point-and-click adventure game from 2001. It is indeed extremely cursed, as I think you'll find out fairly soon. But right now, we're getting some... I'm interested in this education. I mean, really, all you have to do is look at the thumbnail, the screaming man in the thumbnail, to know what you're getting. I'd like to know more about... Oh, actually, here's what I can show you. Take a look. Oop. Take a look at this pause screen. I think this sums up the game entirely. What we're getting. Oh, come to think of it, this must be... These symbols must be the 4 elements. Probably. That's definitely fire. I don't know if I could tell which the other ones are. Maybe that's water. I guess that's air and earth, maybe? But this just makes me laugh every time, that face.
Well, what can I do for you? You can ask me anything you want.
Okay, we'll get back to it. Oh, we got way more now. Why are you in a wheelchair?
Tell me, Mr. Blake, why are you in a wheelchair?
Oh, that's a sad story. I was attacked a few years back.
Attacked?
Attacked? Who by?
I don't know. It was after an autograph session for my first book about the Druids. A group of men were lying in wait for me and beat me up.
Why? Had you had a disagreement with someone?
No, not that I know of. They just beat me up. Without warning, and without saying a single word. Then they left me lying there, calm as anything. They just strolled away.
That's terrible. Who could they have been? Do you know what they looked like?
They were dressed all in black and wearing dark sunglasses. That's all I remember. It all happened so fast.
And you've been in a wheelchair ever since?
Yes. I can't drive anymore, and I find my work very strenuous. I'll be grateful if I ever manage to finish my new book.
Was attacked by the Druid Illuminati? Hi, too lazy to name. Not much. We just started talking, and he's telling us all sorts of things about the Druids. We'll just go through these in order, I think. You're the author, right?
You're the author of a book on Druids, am I right?
Yes, quite correct. In fact, I'm just working on a revised version for the next edition. But what makes you so interested in my book?
I'm currently investigating a series of murders in London. I've made some interesting discoveries that I'd like to discuss with you.
What series of murders are we talking about?
The skeleton murders. You may have read about them in the papers.
Oh, yes. Of course. A terrible business.
Mr. Blake, I believe there may be some sort of ritual behind these murders.
Well, what makes you think that?
Dr. Turner from the Anthropological Museum in Oxford examined one of the last victim's bones for me. She found residual traces of gold on it and round notches.
Round notches, you say?
Yes. Does that mean anything to you? Doesn't your book on Druids mention ritual killings for which a golden sickle was used?
True. Are you saying these murders are based on the same ritual?
That's what I've come to ask you.
But that's impossible. It can't be true. My God. It would be unthinkable. It would confirm all my translations.
We did this, didn't we?
I've been researching the history of the Druids for 30 years now. But I've never yet found proof of my greatest fears.
Your greatest fears?
Yes. The perfection of the final ritual.
Right, we did this,
The final confirmation of the Druids' power.
I guess, yeah, we'll keep going in order. I've drawn like 14 abdos. That's good. You're practicing. That's important. I've been pretty bad about practicing art recently because I've been a bit too busy with stuff. What's this final ritual? I know there's no skip. So, sometimes it's weird. Sometimes it lets me skip the dialogue. Sometimes it doesn't at all.
What's this final ritual all about?
This is the text I wrote down during my travels through England and France. You know, when you travel through the country, you can feel that many locals still believe in the old Celtic customs. A group of farmers in the south of England let me copy the inscriptions on a megalith that stands in a
Megalith.
field there. They claim that there used to be a huge Druid temple close to their house, but there's nothing left of it now. Whatever. I managed to translate the text.
Whatever.
At least in part.
Okay, Mr. Blake, please come to the point. What does it say?
It says that the last of the Druids saw the fall of their priesthood coming in the year 1000 AD. In the confusion surrounding the final destruction of the Order, a demonic superior Druid seized power, using his knowledge of Druid magic, not for the good of his people and to honor the gods, but to submit all of mankind to his rule. In order to secure the survival of the Druids' tradition,
Demonic superior
and to
druid.
complete his devilish work, he organized a final ritual, transferring the knowledge and power of the last of the Druids to 5 infants. These infants have always been referred to as the inheritors.
Go on.
The inscription says that the ritual was not entirely completed. I've not yet been able to discover why. But from what I've learnt, the inheritors are strong and powerful enough to one day complete the ritual by themselves.
What happened to the druids after 1000 AD?
What happened to the Druids after 1000 AD?
Well, that's a good question, Mr. Halligan. Scientists are still arguing on that point. Some suspect that many Druids simply became priests in the Christian church. After all, Christian priests took over the position in society that had formerly been reserved for the Druids. They simply changed their jobs.
And secretly continued their own religion?
That's not unlikely. They certainly influenced the Christian church. That we do know. Some experts believe that the Druids' order never ceased to exist. That's where the myth surrounding the final ritual comes in. It supposedly took place 1,000 years ago.
Right, but what have these murders got to do with the myth?
Right. But what have these murders got to do with the myth?
Well, that's just it, Mr. Halligan. I haven't told you the whole story yet.
Get on with
There's
it.
more?
Yes. The inscriptions explain that the Druids' inheritors require the life force
The
of
life
other
force?
people to complete the ritual.
I see. And how do they do that?
According to legend, the flesh has to be cut off the bones of living humans and to be eaten.
Oh,
Only
jeez.
then can their life force be transferred.
You mean the victims of these skeleton murders were practically eaten alive by cannibals?
By Druids. Yes.
I don't believe it.
The worst is yet to come, Mr. Halligan.
What? What could possibly be worse than that?
If such skeletons have been found in London, bearing marks of a golden sickle, it can only mean one thing. The inheritors are preparing for the perfection of their final ritual.
Which means?
The myth says, once the ritual has been completed, the world will become a place governed by evil. Dark magic will be unleashed upon the world, and mankind
Oh, no.
will have but one choice: to obey or to die.
Great. And you really believe all that?
Oh, no.
I believe it's possible. You know, Mr. Halligan, I'm not a superstitious man, but I've spent enough time studying Druidism to know that more goes on between heaven and earth than we can possibly imagine.
I quite agree.
You see, and the skeletons that have been found within the past few months fit in perfectly with the Druids' sacrificial rites. The day of the ritual's perfection is drawing near. Of that I'm certain. What we're looking at right now is just the beginning. Before we're through, more people will die,
Oh.
and the inheritors will soon be strong enough.
What can we do about it?
Time is running out, Mr. Halligan. You must find the inheritors and put them out of action.
Oh, but not cannibalism again. The one thing I just can't handle. And it's happened in like every single game I've played thus far.
That's an easy thing to say, but how can I?
There may be a way. During my latest research, I came across something very interesting. If the story I've heard is true, then there's a certain item that was extremely important for the ritual 1,000 years ago.
What is it?
A piece of jewelry mentioned in the old inscriptions, the Amulet of Transformation. You should try to gain possession of that amulet.
The Amulet of Transformation? What's its purpose?
I don't know, Mr. Halligan. Nobody does. All I do know is that the myth says it's important for the completion of the ritual. If you find the amulet, you may be able to prevent the ritual.
I love this because, like, again, like, Halligan's suspicious, but we know from looking in his office, he's, like, into crop circles and ghosts and stuff.
How did you find out about the amulet?
My work led to the discovery of a connection between the Druids of Gaul and Britain. It seems there was a small group of British Druids who fled to France when the ritual failed.
What for?
I don't know. Maybe they wanted to save the amulet. I found out that a 13th century despotic French nobleman somehow gained possession of the amulet. I found a picture of him in an old archive.
Really? Let me see.
Oh. Oh, so there, I guess that's the amulet. I thought that was like the symbol for fire. But that was my guess. Wonder if the memorizing this will be important, but... Wait, how? Oh.
Well, he doesn't look particularly friendly. Was he a druid?
Well, he must have had something to do with the Druids, but I really can't tell you how he gained possession of the amulet. However, he is the only clue that I can possibly give you as to the whereabouts of the amulet. I suggest that you make your way to Carmel. With any luck, you may find more clues leading to the amulet there.
All right. I guess we'll get going immediately.
All right, Mr. Blake. I'll get going immediately.
Take care of yourself, Mr. Halligan. Good luck.
That really? I thought there was more.
What can I do for you? You can ask me anything you want.
Anything... Oh, I'd like to know more about the 4 elements.
I'd like to know more about the 4 elements.
The Druids regarded the 4 elements as the material of which the world is made. They invoked the elements and used them for their rituals. There were only 3 proper elements: air, water, and earth. Fire, the 4th element, existed solely for the purpose of transferring one of the 3 basic elements into another.
Oh,
what do you mean?
It is transformation.
Well, solids or liquids become gaseous through fire. Gas can be turned into liquid form with the help of fire. Take a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen, for example. Fire, therefore, represents transformation. The transferal of one element into a new condition.
That sounds pretty complicated.
I suppose it does when you first hear it. But it's actually quite simple.
Yes, well, that's what my colleague Chris Hecker always tries to tell me whenever he starts lecturing me about chemistry.
Quite right, Mr. Halligan. I shouldn't bore you with such details.
You're a detective! Okay, I think that's most of what we need for now. Is the scary music gonna come back? I just want to say that another set of teeth removed last Friday. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry you have to go through so much, Min. I'm really sorry. Like, when I had to get wisdom teeth removed, it was just one. I'm sorry that yours is being such a trial. Okay, let's save. Oh. No, I said save. Oh, I hit load. Save. Okay. One of those save files where you have to, like, name it every time and save it to an actual file. I'll resume. So, what are we investigating? We're investigating the skeleton murders, and now we're looking for the Amulet of Transformation. Okay, Portsmouth. I guess. Oh! We actually got on a boat. Oh no! Uh-oh. I remember this from the video. This is the Salt Ark, isn't it? Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna have to be really careful here, because we can get soft-locked if we're not careful. A good thing I just saved. That will be our safety save. I'm a little scared to attempt this, but I And this music, I love that we went from like, I think somebody described it as pathologic, and then we had that horror music in Blake's office, and now we have whatever this is. Okay, let's see.
Small sailing boats. Doesn't seem to be much of a fishing industry here anymore.
Turn the music down, is it? Still feels kind of loud. Okay, oh!
I take it these drums contain fuel.
Oh, the one thing we didn't do with Blake that might be important is... showing him stuff.
Cheval. Probably the fisherman's.
What?
De cheval.
The cheval?
Probably the fisherman's. Carmel. A picturesque little place.
Quite cute.
Small sailing boats. Doesn't seem to be much of a fishing industry here anymore. Carmel. A picturesque little place.
Okay, I think we don't want to leave. We need to finish up everything here before we move on, is my vague memory. But here we go. Time for absurd puzzle game shenanigans, I think.
Good day to you, monsieur.
Shush, 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 silence.
Which way to the castle?
Tell me, my good man, which way is the castle?
Castle? Oh, you mean the burnt down mound of rubble on the outskirts of the village, I suppose?
Yes, that's it.
What do you want to go there for? There's nothing to see there.
I just want to take a look around. So, which way do I go?
Oh, that's simple. Just follow the road through the village, past the crossroads, and straight ahead. Keep going for about 3 kilometers, and you can't miss it.
Have you ever heard of the Lord of the Castle of Carmel?
Yes, of course. My parents used to tell me about him in order to scare me when I wouldn't go to bed. For the children of Carmel, the Lord was a kind of bogeyman, you know. Our parents used to tell us horror stories about him.
What did they say?
That villagers used to vanish, that the Lord would catch and kill little children. They told me, Pierre, sleep now,
Pierre!
or the Lord will come and get you. I remember it as if it had been yesterday.
Well, okay.
Have you ever been to the castle as an adult?
Yes, a couple of times. We needed stones for our new stable, but I don't mind telling you, I wasn't too happy out there.
What did people believe would happen if the Lord came to get you?
You'd be killed and fed to the Lord's hounds. At least, that's what my parents told me.
That's not much of a bedtime story to tell a small boy.
True, but it worked. We kept away from the castle after dark, believe me.
Was he such an evil character?
Was the Lord such an evil character, then?
Oh, yes, so I've heard. They say he murdered his entire family, not
Oh,
to mention
jeez.
half the household. He was a madman, but I don't remember many details of the old stories.
I wonder if he'll be our boss fight.
So the castle burnt down, did it?
Yes, that's right. I think it happened in some war or other, or during the Inquisition, but that was hundreds of years ago.
Good luck with your fishing.
I have to go. Good luck with your fishing.
Thank you, thank you.
So... I don't know if there's anything worth showing him yet.
Hello, Captain.
Bonjour.
Do you know about the castle?
Do you know the castle of Carmel? I say.
I might.
Oh.
Well, do you know the castle or don't you?
Okay, we're back in adventure game territory.
You're not being very talkative.
No.
No.
Oh, well, thanks for the conversation.
You're welcome.
Anything to click on?
Hello, Captain.
Bonjour.
How are you?
How are you?
All right.
When do you leave?
When are you leaving for Portsmouth?
In 2 hours. Are you coming?
I'm gonna stay here.
No, I think I'll stay here for a bit.
Very well.
It's me again.
Quiet. My
Oh.
God, haven't you been listening?
My God,
I'm
and
trying
it's
to catch
MotD.
fish, my friend.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Well, how do you like the area? Have you explored it yet?
Not really, to be honest.
Aha. Then what are you doing here again? Trying to scare the fish away, hmm?
No, there were just a few points I wanted to clear up.
Very well. But keep
Okay,
your
okay.
voice down, will you?
Certainly.
So I'm scared because I feel like we're gonna have to go look, but I don't want us to end up in the soft lock.
Tell me, my good man.
Cuss?
Yeah.
What did
Okay, good, we can skip this. Oh,
What do you...
There's...
okay, we can skip this.
Have you...
Yes, I remember.
I have to...
Thank you.
It's me
Okay.
again.
Oh,
Quiet. My...
Oh, yes.
Well,
Not...
aha.
No.
Very...
Certainly.
maybe we do have to go. Okay.
I have to go. Good luck with your fishing.
Thank you.
Okay. So we're going to attempt to... Okay, I guess that's where... Okay.
This must be the castle. Or rather, what's left of it. Pretty creepy.
So we're gonna explore and hope that we didn't get the soft lock of doing things in the wrong order.
Looks like this used to be a tower, but it's collapsed.
Well, I checked. You're supposed to stay in that area for now. Uh-oh. Okay, let's go back and hope. Okay. Thank you for checking, Nax. The hero I need.
Hello, Captain.
Bonjour.
How are you?
How are you?
All right.
You're not being very talkative.
No.
Oh,
You're welcome.
Okay, is there something I haven't
I take it
examined?
these drums contain fuel.
Let's
I take it these
see.
drums contain fuel.
I was talking to my dad a bit about this game because I think I mentioned before he's very English, and I mentioned how they call it pizza. And he just went, oh, just like my mother used to say. So maybe it is a thing in England. Or maybe it's just that's what my grandma said. I don't know. I've never heard anybody else say it, pizza, besides Halligan, and now apparently my grandma.
Hello, I'm back.
Damn quiet, I said. Are you trying to frighten the fish off?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I was miles away. I've had a look round the area,
Okay.
into the ruin.
And what do you think of our little village?
It's nice. But I've got a few more questions regarding our last tour.
Oh, well, go ahead and ask, but please,
Quietly. Right?
precisely, my friend. You learn quickly.
Okay. Oh, I'd like to speak about your fishing.
I'd like to speak to you about fishing.
What would you like to know?
Of course, Ferran. Thank you for checking it out. Have a good night. I like your fishing rod.
I like your fishing rod. It's a beauty.
Yes, nice, isn't it? It's an enhanced fiberglass telescope, ultralight 47, the latest model.
Can I have it? Or can I have one of your fish?
Could you give me one of your fish?
On a normal day, I would, but I just haven't been able to catch enough today.
How many fish have you caught?
Well, not a single one, my friend.
That's not a lot.
Yeah, precisely. I must try to catch some now, otherwise I will have nothing to offer this evening.
You're planning to sell the fish?
No. I have visitors coming this evening, you understand?
I see. I suppose there's nothing doing then.
Sorry. Why don't you just buy a fishing rod of your own and come and join me? Who knows? If you're nice and quiet, you may be lucky.
Okay. I feel like I don't know a whole lot about fishing, but I feel like the harbor is not necessarily the best place when there's boats coming and going. Scaring the fish off. Plus the water would be a lot dirtier. What are you planning to catch?
What are you planning to catch?
You may not believe me, but I've caught all kinds of things here. You know, I've caught pike 5 meters long, with eyes like plates and razor-sharp teeth. That's why I bought this rod. The last one was pulled clean out of my hands by one of those beasts.
You expect me to believe that?
Of course, it's the truth. I swear it. I even had some photos of one of those fish, but I'm afraid I lost them. They fell into the water, right here.
And now there's not a shred of evidence to support your story. That is a pity.
Don't you believe me? Ask Capitaine Deneuve. He will confirm it. I often show you
Okay,
the fish that I catch.
it's dialogue. Still sounds rather fishy to me.
It still sounds rather fishy to me.
My friend, you came to speak to me, not the other way around. If you're not going to believe me, you may as well leave me alone. I don't have to talk to you, you see.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Oh.
Okay.
No, I
Thank you
wanted
for
to
your
talk
assistance.
about
No
Capitan.
problem. You're welcome.
Hello, I'm back.
Damn. Oh,
I've had
Okay,
a...
let's...
Oh,
I'm gonna
why,
try and get back
Chris?
to that dialogue. Oh, darn it.
I'd like to...
what would...
I like your fishing rod. It's a beauty.
Yes, nice, isn't it?
Can I have
Do
it?
you mind if I hold your fishing rod for a while?
Sorry, my friend. It was very expensive. I spent 800 francs on it, and I'm not going to let anyone else touch it.
Do they use francs in France? I thought it was euros.
What are you planning?
That's what
You
Of course. They fell in...
And now that is a...
Don't you believe... Ask Cap...
Okay, Capitan.
Capitaine Deneuve? Who's that?
Oh, you don't know him? He captains the ferry that brought you here. He's over there, on board. He's experienced a lot and has been all over the place. He knows a lot of stories. Incredible stories.
Oh? Like what, for example?
You'll have to ask him that yourself. I never really listen properly when he starts spinning his yarns. He's bound to tell you a story or two. You just have to know how to deal with him.
The subtitles are so off from what he's saying. It is euros. I'm pretty sure it's euro now. Yeah, that's what I thought. But this game came out 2001. Maybe it was different then.
Is he a very difficult man, then?
Well, he doesn't like strangers much. And he hates people talking about his job in the ferry company. He's a proud old man, you see, and stubborn.
I see. I'm used to people like that. I'll get on all right with him.
Well, he switched in 2002. That's interesting. That's interesting.
I have to go. Good luck with your fishing.
Thank you, thank you.
We're learning. We're all learning. Okay, now you.
Hello, Captain.
Bonjour.
How are you?
How are you?
All right.
Oh no, do we not have more dialogue
You're
now?
not being very talkative.
No.
Oh, well, thanks for the conversation.
You're welcome.
Oh, that didn't spawn
Hello,
new
Captain.
dialogue.
Bonjour.
Do you know, I said,
I might.
well, when he...
Into a...
No,
Very...
Well then, I guess we'll have to talk to you
hello,
more.
I'm back.
Oh,
I've had an...
and? Oh,
Quiet. I'd like...
What?
We'll try and get the other dialogue.
Other men...
When it...
Why?
Oops.
What do you...
Well, what?
You eat?
Of course.
Well,
Nah,
but they didn't...
certain. But,
I like...
yeah.
Which was it? What are you planning to
plan-
catch?
That's
Do you expect...
Of course. They fell...
And now that is it.
Don't you believe... Ask...
Capitan?
Captain...
Oh, he's over...
Oh?
You'll have to... I never... He's bound to...
How to deal with
How
him?
to deal with him? What do you mean?
Not so loud, please.
Because of the fish?
No, because of Capitaine Deneuve. He might hear us.
And?
Look, I'll tell you something. Deneuve's a bit strange. He insists on being addressed
Oh,
by
I
his
see.
title. It's a... how do you call it? A peculiarity of his.
Oh? Why is that?
He's an old sea dog from a real old seafaring family. Some ancestor of his served in Napoleon's fleet. He himself used to go out to sea doing the real thing. Got a master's certificate and all that. Seen the world, so he says. These days he just captains the ferry. But he still insists on people using his title. He says his rank should still command people's respect.
Oh, well, if that's all, I don't mind. What do I have to call him then?
Monsieur le Capitaine Charles Deneuve. That's his full title. He'll appreciate that.
Okay, okay.
Thanks for the hint.
It's hard when, like, the dialogue takes you out of it. Like, you have to press the
I have
exact
to go.
dialogue.
Good luck with your fishing.
Thank
But-
you, thank you.
I'm getting the hang of what we need for this game.
Excuse me.
What?
Okay.
You're Monsieur le Capitaine Charles Deneuve, aren't you?
Yes, that is correct, my boy. Charles Deneuve, Capitaine of
Oh,
the
is that a-
Merchant Navy of France.
Alright,
How do
one
you know my
sec.
name?
I've been talking to a friend of yours, the fisherman over there at the jetty.
Pierre? Ah, yes. Old Pierre. I expect he has been telling you about his pike. The one that was 5 meters long.
Yes, he did.
Back one sec. No, I wanna see. Okay. Hello, is it Koi? Welcome. The House of Drugs. No, just druids here. Just the druids.
Pierre says you're from Carmel, like he is. Is that true?
Yes, that's right. I grew up here. As a youngster, I wanted to be a fisherman and used to work on my father's trawler. Later, I went to naval college to become a captain of the Merchant Navy of France. I have a small house at the end of the road, just behind Francois' Bistro.
So I know that we have to do this all to not get soft locked, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure where this is gonna take us to help us like fight the Druid Illuminati. Tell me more about Pierre.
Tell me more about Pierre.
Not sure why.
I meet him almost every day. He doesn't have much to do these days. Not since the fishing industry went down the drain.
So he's a fisherman, is he?
He used to have 3 trawlers and 5 employees. But nobody wants French fish anymore these days. They're too expensive. Now he spends his days sitting at the jetty, catching a few fish for himself and his friends to eat. They meet round at his place practically every evening and talk about old times, when they used to go out on their trawlers every day.
Why do we need to know this? How long does he sit there
How
fishing?
long does he sit there fishing?
Until I come back with my last load of passengers. Since he's had that fishing rod, he sometimes sits there even longer. If I have time, we go over to Francois' place when I'm finished for the day.
Just roll with it. Doesn't he have anything better to do?
Doesn't he have anything better to do?
No, not much. None of the villagers here has much to do, since business is so bad nowadays. Pierre has a small farm which supplies him with all he needs. A few years back, he built himself a small stable next to his house, where he keeps a few animals. His life is rather boring, really. That's why he's always pleased when I tell him a few stories.
Thank you.
Thank you, Monsieur le Capitaine. You've been a great help.
You're welcome, my boy.
So much happier.
Monsieur le Capitaine,
What can I do for you?
Oh yeah, look at him go.
I've got a few
Anything
more
more?
questions concerning our last conversation.
All right. Ask me anything you like, my boy.
Okay, no.
No, I've changed my mind.
What?
No offense.
Okay. We'll go back to you then, see what this changed. Oh, speaking of logic, as Too Lazy to Name says, I was wondering after last time if Halligan, what if Halligan had a stat spread like we do in Disco Elysium? And then I wondered, does Halligan have an extremely high logic stat, and us mortals can't possibly hope to understand him? Or is it extremely low, and everything that he does is the result of a supreme logic failure? And I have to say, I think it's probably, based on the evidence, it's probably pretty low. That line that he has when he's looking at Lowry's books, and he's like, books? Why does he have books? They're probably just for impressing the ladies. That is definitely, like, logic trivial failure. Yeah, Min, you're right. The only other stat I think I know is he probably has really high composure. You need high composure to kill somebody. and he didn't even blink, handing poison to the homeless guy.
Excuse me, Pierre.
Yes? Now what?
Below 0.
I'd like to ask you something about Capitaine Deneuve.
Have you spoken to him?
Yes, I have. And you were right. He's a very strange man. Can you really believe everything he says?
I didn't think he was that strange.
I'm not sure, quite honestly. He's a sailor, and they're always full of stories. 50 years at sea are a long time. Enough time to experience a great deal, and for a lot of things to become a bit muddled up in one's mind.
He certainly seems to say some strange things.
I don't think all his stories are true, but there's a core of truth in many of them. You'll have to make up your own mind which of his stories to believe.
Okay, we are moving in a direction here. I'm not sure what it is, but it is a direction. Yeah, everybody, negative logic, exactly.
Why does he only captain a small ferry nowadays?
He used to command a large merchant ship, but then he was dismissed. I think it was because he drank. He missed Cape Town Harbour in the fog.
That could have happened to anyone, drink or no drink.
Yes, but it so happens that with him, it was drink. He was actually seeing double. In the fog, he saw the shadowy outlines of 2 bays and ordered his helmsman to set course for the one on the right.
And that was the wrong one?
Exactly. There was no right-hand bay. The port had 1 bay, not 2. But you'd better keep that to yourself. He gets pretty embarrassed if anyone mentions it.
I understand.
Okay. Your friend?
Is he a friend of yours?
Friend? Well, I've seen him almost every day for a number of years. He captains the ferry, I do my fishing. When he's finished for the day, we sometimes go over to the bistro for a glass of pastis. Yes, now I come to think of it, I suppose we are friends.
Do
Modachi.
you get on well with each other? I should think it's pretty difficult being friends with a man like him.
Oh, we get on rather well, really. We don't talk much, you know. If anything, he does the talking, spins his yarns. The only thing about him that sometimes drives me crazy is his damned cat.
The captain has a cat.
Yes. He lets her out here on the jetty in the morning and takes her back in at night. And the damned beast spends all day slinking around here.
You don't like cats?
I hate cats. They steal the fish from my bucket or get tangled up in my fishing line. Deneuve's creature has often knocked my bucket of bait over, and I've had to go and get some more. I've told him hundreds of times to take the animal on the ferry with him, but he just won't do it.
Okay. Or Nakama, yes. That's probably right. That might be better there. Thank you for your assistance.
Thank you for your assistance.
No problem. You're welcome.
Oh, kitty. I saw
take
you.
It these drums contain fuel. I take it these drums contain fuel.
Neko, mimashita.
Monsieur le Capitaine,
What can I do for you?
I've got a
Have
few more
anything
questions
else?
concerning our last conversation.
Ask about the cat now?
All right. Ask me anything you like, my boy.
I guess probably not. 'Cause it shows up immediately.
No, I've
Almost
changed
there,
my mind.
kind of.
What? Well, it's up to you.
No offense.
None taken, my boy.
Maybe, do I need, like, to actually steal a fish from him to get the cat out? We saw the cat, that's important. Keep trying. Hello, again? I saw the
Excuse
cat,
me,
what do I
Pierre?
do?
Yes? Now what?
I'd like to ask.
Have you...
Okay, what-
Yes.
You still need info from the talking. Okay. And hello, Envy. Hello, Envy. We're doing something. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I found a cat. So we're making progress. But he has no fish. Try until you learn something about the dang Druids. Oh no.
Can you really?
Well,
Let's see.
He said,
I
Is
don't
any
know
other
how-
stuff I didn't ask?
is he a
Friend? Yes.
And you get
if any, the only...
The captain.
Yes,
You don't like.
I hate... I've told...
Why does he only.
he mi...
That could have.
Yes,
And that.
exactly.
I am.
Um,
I'd like.
What would...
Other.
When it...
Why?
You bet.
Why?
The ship...
Isn't this.
Nah. Unless, of course...
What do you.
Well, what...
You eat?
Of course.
Well.
Nah.
But they did.
Certain... But...
I like it.
Yes.
where's the Druids? Oh, we haven't met them yet, but we did learn that they're cannibal Druids.
Could you give me.
On the...
How many. That's.
Yeah.
Your plan.
Nah.
Nice.
Sorry. Who knows?
Maybe we'll ask about the castle again.
I have.
Thank...
Excuse me.
Yes?
I'd like to.
I've told...
Okay, no more. There's one in the pause menu. Good point. No, we learned about Druids and the elements that they're cannibals. No, I'm not a Druid. I hate cannibalism. It's like one of the most upsetting things for me in horror, and I think every single game I've played at least has had reference to some form of cannibalism.
Have you ever.
Yes. My... For the...
What did they.
That they told... I remember...
We asked all these.
As a...
Wise.
Anyway, there's not much left of the cast. There's just a...
Have you.
Yes.
What did.
You'd be killed and fed to the Lord, at least.
That's not much of a.
Oh yeah,
bedtime
demonic
story to tell a
superior
small boy.
druid taking over the world.
We kept...
We had somebody say with a straight face, demonic superior druid.
What's the law?
Oh,
I have to go.
Okay.
thank you.
Excuse me, Pierre.
Yes?
I'd like.
Have you...
Yes. Can you.
Well, 50...
He said.
I don't... You'll have...
Okay, we have these.
Oh,
No.
Oh, there's the kitty.
I take it these drums contain fuel.
To be fast or something. You have anything else?
Monsieur.
What can I?
I've got. Pierre.
Yeah, later. I have.
You used to work.
Yes.
Okay,
I have been to
did we
practically
do this
every
one?
single port all
losing
over
track.
the world. From New York
This
to
game.
Zanzibar, from Rotterdam to Cape Town. I have sailed all known and unknown oceans, rivers, backwaters, lakes, and canals. I have seen things no other man on earth has ever seen.
Sounds exciting.
Yes. But all that was a long time ago. In a few years' time, I shall retire and begin working on my memoirs.
Oh, you know what? I just realized the icon for this game, which obviously you can't see, it's the amulet. This is new stuff.
Now you only captain the ferry from Carmel to Portsmouth.
Yes, that's right. Is there anything wrong with that? Don't you like talking to people who only captain ferries? It's an important job. People need ferries. Because
That
it
is true.
just so happens there's a lot of water between the islands and the continent. And somebody has to steer those ferries.
That is
but
true.
I don't suppose a landlubber like you would understand that.
I didn't mean to offend you, Captain.
That's Monsieur le Capitaine Charles Deneuve to you, my boy. You'd better get a bit dry behind the ears before you start talking to seasoned sailors. Got that?
Yes, sir.
I should think so too.
My boy does. How will we ever recover? Oh yes, you remembered. I am allergic to cats.
Oh,
that is
well,
true.
Thanks for the
I
conversation.
can't.
You're welcome.
Monsieur le Capitaine,
What can I do?
I've got a. Yes.
Yeah, later. I have.
Tell me. So he.
He used now. They meet.
How. Doesn't he?
No, a few. His.
Okay.
Thank you.
Your.
Monsieur le.
What can I. Into a.
No.
Very well.
Okay, that's.
Monsieur le.
What can I.
No.
What?
No offense.
Did I miss a piece of dialogue?
Excuse me, Pierre.
Yes?
Let's
Now what?
see.
I'd like to ask you.
Have you...
Yes.
We got...
Can you really believe everything he says?
Well, 50.
He said,
I don't. You'll have.
I believe it's a dialogue option about the memory. Okay, I'll try that again.
okay.
No.
Thank you. Okay, there's Kitty. We can activate
Monsieur le
Cat by
Capitaine.
leaving.
What can I do for you?
I've got a few more questions. Pierre,
Yeah, later. I have.
To work for Merchant Navy.
I
sounds like
yeah, but all.
Okay. Oh yeah,
your
here we go.
memoirs? That sounds interesting.
Oh, yes, my boy. I've seen a lot, you know. Disasters, storm tides, elements, mysteries.
Really? Won't you tell me more?
I have seen ships disappear in the Bermuda Triangle. I saw the Prince of Egypt sink. I witnessed the accident of the Pride of Paris in Cape Town Harbor.
You were in all those places?
Of course. And that's not all. I have seen tsunamis 40 meters high and octopuses with 16 tentacles.
I thought octopuses only had 8 tentacles.
Quite, my boy, quite. I have seen things a common landlubber, no offense, my boy, cannot even begin to imagine. Octopuses with twice the normal number of tentacles.
Possible.
What do you say to that?
Well, that's quite incredible.
You know any more stories? Jupier. I like the sheep interpretation. I think I do want to go with that. Thank you, Min.
Do you know any more stories?
Of course. My logs are full of them. Take the story of Nantucket Island, for instance. I was stranded there for a number of years. Would you like to hear it?
Is it a long story?
Like I said, I spent
Uh-oh.
a number of years there.
Some other time, maybe.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you, Monsieur le Capitaine. You've been a great help.
You're welcome, my boy.
I take it these drums contain fuel.
Okay, maybe now. We could be watching Gura's new outfit.
Excuse me, Pierre.
Yes? Now what?
I'd like to ask you something.
Have you.
Yes. Can you really believe...
Well, 50.
He said,
I don't. You'll have.
It's still not it? Oh no. I don't know.
why?
He mi-
That could have...
Yes.
And that...
Exactly.
I under...
Let's
See
double
if
check
Yes,
You get on...
dialogue.
If any, the only.
The captain has a cat.
Yes. He lets her out.
You don't like...
I hate. I've told him hundreds of times to.
It's still not it. The guide says you need to learn something about the Druids from the captain. Okay, let's try again. Capitan! Please. Onegai.
Monsieur le Capitaine,
What can I do for you?
I've got a few more... Pierre,
Yeah, later. I have.
tell me... So he's...
You now they meet.
Doesn't...
Of his.
How long...
Come
Thank
on.
you,
Yo.
Monsieur le Capitaine.
What can I?
got a-
Okay, let's try the other. Oop. Ah.
Pierre...
Yeah, later. I have.
Okay, Merchant Navy.
I.
Sounds like...
Yeah, but all.
We did ask that
Your
one.
memoirs.
Oh,
Let's try that
really?
again.
You were in...
Of course. And that.
I thought...
Quite. What?
Well,
What do you know about the castle of...
what do you know about the castle of Carmel?
The castle. The castle is shrouded
Okay, this
in
should
greater
be-
mystery than the darkest secrets I have ever experienced or heard of.
That's saying something.
Precisely, my boy. After all, I have seen and heard more than most mortals could ever dream of. But none of it is as mysterious as the story of the castle of Carmel and its evil owner.
Tell me more. What would you review the game out of 10? Cursed out of 10. Beautiful, beautiful Eurojank out of 10. It's hard with, like, brain image out of 10. It's hard with, like, I really do love a lot of So Bad It's Good games. Deadly Premonition is one of my favorite games. But the problem is, unlike So Bad It's Good movies, you have to actually play games. You need patience, and luckily I do. I will fight my way through this. This is not the most thrilling arc, however. We need to get back to Lowry. We can have more chemistry. But this is not the greatest.
Tell me more about the castle.
The castle of Carmel was once the home of a good and righteous lord. Around 1000 AD, the Druids came there.
Okay, Druids. We got to the
You've heard of
Druids.
I take it?
Oh, yes.
We're there.
Quite a lot, in fact. Go on. Where did these Druids come from?
They were the last of the Druids from Britain.
Really?
Yes, really, my boy.
Do you know why they came to the castle?
They entrusted the Lord and his family with the safekeeping of something of great value to them.
What was it?
Nobody ever found out, my boy.
All right, what happened then?
The item remained in the family's possession for generations. But then the castle went to a descendant of the family who was not good and righteous, but cruel and mean. The evil lord of Carmel.
Was that what he was called?
That's what he has been called for centuries. He was a tyrant and a murderer. He enjoyed killing and held satanic ceremonies at the castle. Villagers would disappear from Carmel and never be seen again. They say he was executed during the Inquisition.
That was just like everyday life during the Middle Ages.
How do you know all this?
From age-old stories that people tell around here, children heard them from their parents, who in turn had been told them by their own parents. They were handed down through the generations. Sometimes, people even come here from town. People like you, asking about the old stories. Writers, researchers, all sorts. We even had a real aristocrat here from England once. He was very interested in the castle.
Indeed. What did the man want?
What did the man want?
He said he'd lost something out at the ruin. A necklace.
Oh.
A family heirloom. It seems to have been very important to him. The 5 of them spent days searching the ruins.
5?
5.
Yes, there were 5 of them. They rented rooms above the bistro. 5 bigwigs in smart suits. One even had a uniform on.
Did they find the necklace?
No, I don't think so. They left after a couple of days.
Interesting.
You're getting somewhere. Good, good.
Do you know his name?
No, I've forgotten. It was quite a while ago.
Thank you.
Thank you, Monsieur le Capitaine. You've been a great help.
You're welcome, my boy.
I feel like there's still a piece of dialogue I
take it these drums contain fuel.
Now, do you have... It's still not it. Yeah, there was still another dialogue hidden in there. There's still another dialogue I know that we
Monsieur le
didn't get
Capitaine,
to
what can I-
because the way their system works.
I've got... P.S.
Yeah,
Hey.
later, I have a small...
Okay, it's this one?
I...
Sounds like...
Yeah, but all...
Your memoirs?
Oh,
Really?
You were of...
I thought...
Quite what...
Well, that... What do you...
Castle?
That's,
Precise, but...
Tell me more.
Tell me-
You've...
Oh, yeah?
They were the...
Really?
Yes.
Do you know...
They...
What was it?
No...
All right.
The item, but then...
Was that what...
That's what villagers face.
What do you mean they say?
What do you mean, they say? Was he or wasn't he?
No. I know the true story.
Okay,
The
this is
castle
new.
was destroyed
This is
before
new.
the Inquisition ever began.
Progress.
But how?
The truth was told in a very old Breton legend.
And?
One day, a salt seller by the name of Gergen came to the castle of
Gergen.
Carmel and asked the evil lord for a drink of water. But the lord set his dogs on the man.
Go on.
Out of revenge for the lord's cruelty, Gergen hurled a handful of salt at the castle, which tumbled down immediately,
Salt?
burying the lord beneath it.
But why?
It was an ancient druid curse.
Okay, okay. A bunch of these. Okay, we got the salt, we did it. I would not have the patience for this game, my volition is too low. Oh yeah, I was wondering what Halligan's volition would be, because volition sort of like keeps you on the right path. And however, I would imagine Halligan is competent volition, he just never listens to it. Hopefully we can ask all these so we don't have to go through that whole dialogue tree again, but how can salt destroy a whole castle?
How can salt destroy a whole castle?
Through the magic of the Druids.
Yeah.
Salt is a destructive element. It corrodes, it decomposes, it parches. It can make people die of thirst.
So the salt seller had knowledge of Druid
The
customs.
salt seller had knowledge of Druid customs.
Well, he certainly knew how to use the magic that Druids employed to deal with their enemies.
So the evil lord died.
Yes. He's buried in the mausoleum in the castle cemetery.
We'll
How
do
do
it
you
just
know
in
all
case.
From age-old stories that people tell around here, children heard them from their parents, who in turn had been told them by their own
Okay, so-
parents. Sometimes.
Okay, we did the... Oh. Okay, we did these. Yeah, we did these.
Thank
okay.
you, Monsieur le...
You're wel-
Now... now we know about the salt. Oh! Look!
That's salt.
Salt!
That's salt.
Can we grab some? Well, it's interactable. But,
That's the bone from Epping Forest. Wrapped up just the way it should be.
we bags? Oop. No.
My gloves. I nicked them out of the exhibit room.
Don't feel like... Don't... Okay, I don't feel like that's gonna help us much. I'm gonna save quickly. Salt. We'll call it salt. Druid magic, do they know Mickey de I can't pronounce persona spells very well. The next part also makes no sense. Oh no. Fun fact, which I just discovered when I actually made this account, instead of Mafraidine, I called it Messiodine. But then I struggled, and then I decided I preferred Mafraidine. But still, when I go and check account stuff, Messiodine pops up. Getting out. One sec. Okay. What's the fray? I think the fray just spell that inflicts heavy math damage. I thought the fray was the nuclear damage part. The dying it's the strongest spell, and the ma means it hits everybody.
Excuse me, Pierre.
Yes? Now what?
I'd like to
You've-
speak to you about...
I've told.
Have you ever...
Yes. My pet for the.
What did they...
That they. I remember.
You have anything new?
What do you...
As a child.
Why is that?
Anyway, there's not. There's just a few bits of rubble left.
Fray was P5. Wasn't nuclear damage? It was. I thought it was in P2 as well. One of them was. I don't remember. Radioactive. Well, I originally did Messiodine because
I have to go...
let's try the fishing. Because Haru was my favorite P5
Excuse me,
character.
Yes.
I'd like...
What?
I like...
Yes.
You might...
Sorry, I spent.
Could you... How many... That's...
Yeah, precisely. I must try to catch.
You're
I
planning
think it
to
was
sell
something
the
else, not
fish?
Frey.
No,
That's
no.
I see.
it's
Sorry,
been
who
it's
knows?
been quite a few years since I played P2.
What do you...
That's
Do you
of course. I see, fell in.
And that is it?
Don't you be ask
No, I think
It's...
my.
I think I chose Frey because I like the
Okay.
blue
No.
color. Oh, there's the kitty again. I still don't know what I'm
I take it these drums contain fuel.
doing. Okay, to save some time, you now have to catch the cat.
I take it these drums contain fuel.
Oh boy. By nuclear, do you mean almighty? No, nuke damage and almighty are different. Oh, in 5 it has the atomic animation. Interesting. No, in P5 at least, they're separate from almighty.
I take it these drums contain fuel.
Gotta catch the cat. And I still don't know how that relates to salt.
Salt.
How do I catch your cat?
Monsieur le Capitaine,
What can I do for you?
I've got... Here.
Yeah, later.
Uh-oh. Gun was an element.
Do you...
I
Sounds...
yeah, but
Gun was an element, just like in Ruina.
You...
you of
I thought...
quite
Well...
what that priest, but
Okay, we did these.
Tell me...
look, you.
Oh, yeah?
They would. Yeah,
Do you know...
they.
What... All right.
They but was that village they?
How do you...
For sure, some.
Do you...
No,
No, we did all these. Hold on.
What?
he said. No, I don't.
Thank you, Miss...
You're well.
Anything else to click on?
Carmel. A picturesque little place.
To click on. Well, I would assume if he caught a fish, we could use it to, like, get the kitty. I guess it wants us to get some salt because that's there. I guess we can, like, throw it at in somebody's eyes eventually. Yeah, is there anything in this? There's a can. Oh, I keep seeing you stream Shin Megami Tensei 5. And being jealous, but I know I shouldn't. I want to watch, but I know I shouldn't. For spoilers. Okay, you ain't gonna find it, so you have to stay behind the boxes so the cat what? Like just wait for it. Or maybe it should be this one. Let's try here. There is no salvation. We're all in this together. We're all in this together. I guess waiting might be a volition skill. Is this serious? Is it seriously a waiting puzzle? Oh, you got King Frost! Yay! King Frost is one of the best, along with Mothman. Big Borb. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. I have to, oh. Oh, 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 oh no! Oh, let's go back. Let's go back. I just have to grab it when it comes. This is purgatory. And you're all in here with me. I'm not stuck in here with you. Stuck in here with me! You have to catch it with the green cloth.
The green scarf. It's Janet's.
Okay, I'll have it prepared. Thank you for telling me. I feel like I actually would not... I actually would not have gotten there on my own. I would have not known to wait. That would be something I would have had to gone to for a guide. Okay, okay. At least you don't have to wait too long. Okay. Go! Oh, just in the inventory?
Captain Deneuve's cat. A rather stubborn beast, and on top of that it has fleas as well.
Just in the inventory? Want some happy juice?
I should think about it again.
Now I guess the question is... Can we use the cat to scrape salt off for us? No. I guess we can... Who wants to see the cat? Whoa! Oh no! I'm sorry!
There! Did you see that? Did you see that? It's that damn cat again. She's knocked all my bait in the water. That's the third time this week.
Calm down. You can always get some new baits.
What about my fishing tackle? What about my telescope ultralight 47 for 800 francs? I can't leave it here unguarded. It could be stolen. I'll have to take everything with me, just because of that damned cat.
Don't worry, Pierre. I'll keep an eye on your things.
Would you?
Of course. No problem.
Thank you, my friend. Then I'll go right now.
Oh no! Not again. Halligan is an evil, evil man. Oh, we got a bucket. Oh, we got a fishing rod. What? What? Why? Halligan. This is... I hate it. I hate this solution. Can we put it back? Please? Oh. Well, we have salt. We can throw it at Druids, I guess, now. We could have bought a bag of salt. Let me save, because that was December post salt. You're at the salt arc of the game. Good luck. Thank you. We actually just finished, I believe. Wait, I should ask. Nax? Is it safe to leave now, I assume? We'll try, though. I don't think Europe has Walmart. Uh-oh. Should be. Thank you. Thank you. The one thing I need to know. I knew... I wonder if I should change the... I wonder if I should change the episode name to the Salt Ark, but I don't want to be cribbing on Mandalore too much.
The ceiling of the tower has caved in.
Now to figure out what we're meant to do here. On. Oh, there's a nice tree. I remember living in England once, and my dad loves visiting old castles. And I remember at one point he's like, "We're going to see a castle today," so I was like, "Okay." Except I don't mind; they're fun. Except it wasn't even an old castle; it was literally just a rock in a field. I was a little bit disappointed in that one. He liked it though. Okay, I'm not seeing much to click on here. If we steal something to save a life, does that make us... Does it make us evil? I mean... It's just when the ultimate solution was... When we couldn't give the... We couldn't give it back. That's what upset me.
Looks like this used to be a tower, but it's collapsed.
Yes, we can go in there. What about... Oh,
Looks like this used to be a tower, but it's collapsed.
we have to, like...
This doesn't need salting.
Okay, oh, something needs salting. Okay. We just gotta find out what that is. Okay, but not here. It's just, we kept the fishing rod. Not in here. Nothing seems to be very... I feel like there's got to be something here, but I'm not seeing much interactable. But I'll be a little more careful. Like, we can't... There's a tree. Well, we've phased Halligan into a wall. With some progress. Actually, let's see what he says about the salt.
It won't work like that. These are huge lumps of salt.
Tip, go left first in the previous screen, or... Oh! Okay, now we're somewhere. Okay.
A tower. This castle must have been a real fortress before it collapsed. A tower.
Okay.
This castle must have been a real fortress before it collapsed.
Now we're... Oh! Interesting.
An iron gate.
Indeed. There was a cross. I think on the picture that we saw. Oh look, there's an owl. Hello. Hello, friend. Let's see.
Looks like that won't work.
Let me in. It is.
It's locked.
block do we... What can we... You have all you need to go through. Okay.
That won't help either.
We like... So we can interact with... Also this little stone on the floor. You can't count anything out for being interactable. Let's see.
No way.
It's definitely just this part. Not the salt.
That would be stupid. That's futile as well.
And we like...
It would have surprised me if it had worked like that. The green scarf. It's Janet's. That won't get me any further.
Can't... Do we have to like...
The green scarf.
Hold on.
It's Janet's.
Do we have to like...
I thought it wouldn't work like that.
Sticking something through the keyhole.
It would have surprised me if it
Light
had
on
worked
fire.
like that.
Let's see. This is trying everything now.
It would have surprised. I'd rather think I can't do that. No, a roll of plastic bags.
Let's just try
to
everything.
Secure evidence.
Did these...
Not a good idea.
Did these...
Think first, Brent.
I'm trying! Your logic stat is so low, it's canceling mine out. Want some appy juice?
Looks like that won't work.
What? No! Oh. Okay. Okay, we can go over there, but let's look around here first. Gravestones. It's like the last thing in the inventory. Oh, there's lots of places we can go. A nice big map. These don't seem to be interactable, though. I guess we have to look for the right grave. Oh. Like, how does that work on a locked door?
A gravestone. Pretty weather-beaten. That's futile as well.
Oh, there's something on top. Okay, I won't leave that till I know more what I'm doing, so we can go here. His logic's so low, it's taking away mine. Wait, that's where he went, so we'll go this way. Hey. Hi, Owl. There's another identical...
There's a hollow at the top. A gravestone. Pretty weather-beaten.
Another identical gravestone. Wait, hold on, let me look at it more closely. You were doing the right thing for a sec, but I took it away. Okay.
There's a hollow at the top.
I'm just checking before I go and put... The fact that there's two identical ones worry me. Or they looked fairly identical. And out here... Oh! Oh! The men in black! It's the Druids. We have a little... I guess a temple? Oh, we can also go there. There's a lot of places to go. Oh, even more. Hurry up, Halligan. These literally look the same to me. I don't know how Should I just leave it there for a minute? We'll come back and collect it. This game just fries your brain more and more. It's at least it gives me a laugh. And I can say I accomplished something in the end. I'm scared to go over here since you have to grind the salt into a powder? What? In the hollow? Oh. I guess if there's multiple places to do that. It's useful so you don't have to backtrack. Okay. Grind with what?
I can't do that.
Okay, so
A
does...
bottle of apple juice. I should think up something else.
Very multi-purpose folder.
I'd rather think about it again. Of course, it can't work like that.
I think it's a mausoleum, not temple. Good point, mausoleum. Oh! Yeah. Yep. Okay. Okay, there's still more places to... explore. I'm gonna get lost. Okay, so the fact that they give you a bunch of them, is kind of useful so you don't have to backtrack, but it is a little confusing. Oh, there's a lot of places to go. I guess this is the same. Oh, now I am getting confused. Oh, it's more of the same. Yeah. But there's two of them. There's two. You have to get into that mausoleum. Okay. Working on it. Is there anything interactable? On this, doesn't seem to be on this side, so let's keep going around. Seeing where I can interact. No. None of these are interactable. And we're back at this side. This navigation's confusing me a little bit, but okay, and this takes us back, but what site do we see? Okay. There's like castle over there. I'm just double checking all the... Come on, run. Making sure I'm not missing one of these ways to go. Let's see. I have to blow it up with salt? No! But... wouldn't let me interact. Keep looking. that's an there's an interactable here, right here. Is that just the grave? Yeah, okay, that's great. That's that gravestone. Oh. There's a tiny castle?
A mausoleum.
Oh, it is a mausoleum. Or this one's a mausoleum. Good job, Min.
I expect the lord of the castle's buried in there. It seems to have worked.
It's like smoke. I'm okay. See, this is what makes it worth it. This is what makes this game worth it. Oh.
This must be the amulet. I found it.
I take the box. It's nice too. It just explodes. Okay, can I...
That's the Amulet of Transformation. I'd really like to know why it's called that.
Halligan, he explained it to you. It has the fire symbol, and fire's the element of transformation. How do we leave? Logic doesn't exist in this world. I mean, maybe that's why his logic stat is so low. It's correct. Maybe logic just doesn't exist. Can't raise the stat when it doesn't exist. Hello, Myogon. You just missed us blowing up a mausoleum with salt. Oh, thank you, thank you. How is this awful game going? Something's happening. I think we're safe to leave France. We caught a cat and threw it at someone.
I take it these drums contain fuel.
Oh, this music. I don't really know how to describe how it's going, but we're making progress.
Monsieur le Capitaine.
We got
What can I
through
do for you?
places. I guess we can leave
When are you
now?
leaving for Portsmouth?
In 2 hours. Are you coming?
Yes.
Yes.
Get me out of
Come
here.
aboard.
Oh, it's not. It doesn't teleport us this time. Let's save. Sounds like you're winning. I'm winning. I'm winning, Dad. December. Boat. We're on a boat. Also, I have to show every new person that comes, I have to make sure that they get to witness this incredible pause screen. It brings me joy every time I open it. The best pause screen since Persona 5, honestly. But why are we in the boat now?
It's empty. A bunk. Rather Spartan. That's the sea out there.
Indeed.
The sea's calm today.
That's nice. Don't think there's winning? I'm having a good time. Oh.
My spare suit. Just in case.
Oh, very nice. He bought a spare suit on his trek.
Clothes and stuff. Clothes and stuff. That's my hold-all. Clothes and stuff. Clothes and stuff. Clothes and stuff. Clothes and stuff.
Indeed. It's the hardest thing is when it just kind of puts us somewhere and I don't know what I'm meant to be doing.
Hold think I'd better leave the amulet in the cabin. I might lose it otherwise, or it might be stolen. But where can I put it?
What? Why is? Okay, that. Okay, I see what the puzzle is now. But why is? I feel like I'd rather.
This must be the ventilation shaft.
I feel like I'd rather. Oh,
This flap opens up.
rather keep it on you. This is a recipe for disaster. Are we? Oh. Okay. Oh no. Oh. Please keep it on you.
A perfect hiding place for the amulet.
I
No
like
one will
it.
find it.
I mean, it's not terrible, but
I think I'll go and get some fresh air. I'm feeling a bit...
it just cuts off.
God, what's been going on here?
Yeah.
Someone's broken into my cabin and searched through all my things. The amulet. Where's the amulet? It's been stolen. I don't believe it. Whoever did this made a thorough job of it. Whoever did this made a thorough job of it. Whoever did this made a thorough... Whoever did this made a thorough job of it.
Anything else?
Whoever did this made a thorough job of it. Whoever did this made a thorough job of it. Blast it. The thief must still be on board. But we're pulling into the harbor. I'll never catch him now.
Oh gosh, what do we have to do now? Go back to Scotland Yard. There's still the scissors conundrum. Also, I turned the music, like, way down, but it's still so absurdly loud sometimes, it just completely overrides the dialogue. I guess we should probably talk to Blake. But, hi Lowry, has anything changed here?
What is it this time, Halligan?
You have to talk to Mr. Druid. Okay, that's what I thought. I just wasn't sure at first. Okay. Levitation. It is... Oh, I want Super Great Friend to play it, honestly. I don't think he has, but it really feels like it'd be up his alley. Blake, help!
Hello,
Help!
Mr. Blake. I'm back.
And? Did you find the amulet?
That's a long story.
Oh yeah, before we talk to him, I just want to let the music play for a moment because it's, for the people that missed it earlier, it's hilarious. I'm also gonna hide my model for a sec. Just so you can see the fun stuff that's going on here in the corner. You can look at the books.
Books. A lot of books. And they're almost all historical works.
Watching over you. I know, it's this gentle piano stuff, and then it has these really intense scare chords almost. And it was so loud earlier that it just would completely override the dialogue. And it's still loud. I turned the music way down. Oh! Hello? Hello, Miss Turner. I feel like this isn't meant to happen. back. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I love this game.
Well, go on then. I can't wait to hear what happened.
I found the amulet. It was walled up in the Lord's Mausoleum.
Really? It really does exist then. And you've got it. Show me.
It's everything put together. It's the music. It's this. Okay, okay. Hello, Runa. Hello, Runa.
Well, I did have it. It was stolen from me.
Stolen? How did that happen?
No idea. I hid it in my cabin during the crossing. Someone broke in and rummaged through all my luggage.
Was anything else missing?
No, not a thing.
Someone must have been following you.
I didn't notice anyone. Who could have known I'd been looking for an amulet in that godforsaken dump?
Certain people may be taking a great interest in your investigations, Mr. Halligan. Do not underestimate the power of the Druids.
The power.
Mr. Blake, are you saying the Druids stole the amulet? That's absurd.
The amulet is vital to the perfection of their ritual. Believe me, we're not the only ones with a particular interest in the amulet. The Druids are after it just as much.
I thought the Druids ceased to exist 1,000 years ago.
It seems there are still some left after all. Just as I suspected, they are among us now. They never left us in the first place.
Among us. I think Melanie's really there. It just doesn't phase Halligan at all. We were talking about if Halligan had Disco Elysium stats. And I decided Halligan has 0 logic, and everything he does is a trivial logic failure, but it works out somehow. And extremely high composure. And that's being shown off right now.
I haven't met anyone who looked like a druid so far.
No, Mr. Halligan. You won't recognize the inheritors by their cloaks and sickles. They're people, just like you and me. They could be powerful industrialists, high-ranking politicians, or influential military men, people in key positions of society.
What can I do then? I can't possibly check up on the entire upper class of British society looking for a couple of druids.
No, but it may be worth your while to keep an eye on groups of Neo-Druids.
Neo-Druids!
If anyone tries to justify their claims to the Druids' inheritance, they will.
First we had, like, superior demonic druids. Now we have Neo-Druids.
Neo-Druids? What are they?
There are a number of groups around claiming to be the Druids' rightful successors. They're organized in orders, like Templars or Freemasons.
Tell me more.
Tell me more about these Neo-Druids.
Like I said, the Neo-Druids try to live their lives according to ancient Druid ideals. Some of them do a lot of charitable work as well. But there are some really dubious associations going around, combining the Druids' customs with occult rites. Rumors say that there is such a sect at large somewhere in London.
I mean, I used to live in London. I wouldn't be surprised. In London, you said?
In London, you said? Do you know where I might find these people?
I've no idea. All I know is that the only people who know anything about the Order refer to it as the Circle.
Circle. Oh, anything else?
Thank you, Mr. Blake. I'll see what I can make of it.
Good. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to call on me anytime you like.
One more thing.
One more thing, Mr. Blake.
Yes?
I get the impression this business could get pretty dangerous from now on.
Yes. Very likely, Mr. Halligan.
It may be safer for both of us if we let someone else in on the matter. Please call Melanie Turner in Oxford and tell her the whole story. Make sure she learns everything you've told me. She works at the Anthropological Museum. Her number's in the phone book.
It's right
and
there.
tell her I'll get in touch with her myself as soon as possible. Would you do that for me?
Of course, Mr. Halligan. Good luck.
Oh, this is absurd. Is
I've got a few more questions regarding the theft of the amulet.
there anything Just making sure we didn't lose the dialogue since
Just they are.
they're so specific.
Oh,
I've heard you were now.
I haven't.
No, they're people.
What can I can't.
No, if
Perception, trivial, failure.
Neo.
they're
Um,
Do you know the names of any of these groups?
certainly. My book describes many of them, but I don't believe any of these groups would go as far as to commit ritual murders.
I want to ask the other. I'm just gonna.
Thank you, Mr. Blake. That's all for now.
Very well, Mr. Halligan. Good luck.
I'm just gonna make sure
I've
I
got a
grab
few
all the
more-
dialogue because
I thought
It's just they are.
if the Soul Arc taught us anything, you have to exhaust all the dialogue.
I have.
No, they're people.
What can I can't.
No, if they're organ.
What do these groups do?
What do these groups do?
Oh, most of them are just harmless societies who still adhere to the Druids' customs and try to adapt the spiritual ideal of Druidism to the modern age. They're quite public societies and are always trying to find new members for their cause.
Okay. I think
Thank
that's
you, Mr.
it.
Blake. I'll see what I can make of it.
Good. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to call on me anytime you like.
Just one more
One
thing.
more thing, Mr. Blake.
Okay.
Yeah,
It may please make sure she works at the and tell her I'll get in. Would you do that?
of course.
Okay. I wonder if we have to go to the museum now, or if it's back to Scotland Yard. Check the museum, I guess. Although I don't know if it will let us in, since... Am I supposed to be threatened by Neo-Druids? Well, they're cannibals! The cannibals, that's very threatening. Oh,
Locked.
okay, I guess we could call her again. I want to check Scotland Yard, because we still have to... Okay, Scotland Yard. Now they're cannibals, like... This shot is so funny. Also, better save? Okay.
Halligan,
Oh,
into my office at once.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
oh, he's walking without me. I can't control him anymore.
Halligan, come on in. I suppose we should be glad that you drop in now and then.
What's the matter, Chief?
You know, Halligan, I was just asking myself what you've been doing.
I've been investigating, Chief.
Well, have you? And do you know what I've been doing? I've been dismissing loads of press people, worried citizens, and politicians from my office. The phone hasn't stopped ringing since this morning. The mayor's been to my office, and I haven't seen much of you. When do you expect to come up with results?
We'll get a report by the end of the week.
You'll get a report at the end of the week.
The end of the week? Why not at the end of the month or at the end of the year? I want the results on my desk tomorrow morning, Halligan. And now, I want to know where you've been all this time.
You'll find out when you read the report I'm going to write.
Don't be impertinent, Detective. As your chief, I'm entitled to ask you about the results of investigations and your proceedings whenever I like.
Yes, Chief, of course.
That sounds better. Otherwise, I could have you write a report about every single step of your proceedings, and I think you know that.
Very well then. I was visiting an expert on Druids.
Yes!
You were what?
Yes!
Halligan, have you lost your marbles? You're not supposed to be indulging in your hobbies. You're supposed to be solving the skeleton murders.
One sec, dog got... Yeah. Okay. About the water cooler. You can actually, when you interact with it, Halligan goes, "A real American water cooler." For some, so apparently I guess that's the fizzing comes from it being American. Oh yeah, the skeleton murders. I love it. That all?
Is that all, Chief?
No, that is not all. One of the phone calls this morning was from the 4th district in Oxford.
Oh my gosh. Please.
A beggar has been to see
Yes,
him.
yes.
He claimed that somebody had first put him to sleep and
Yes.
then robbed him. And do you know who that person was? No, a man who calls himself Detective Halligan. Our colleagues looked into the central personal database and guess what? They found a man by the name of Detective Halligan. And he works for my department. What do you say to that?
Are we just gonna lie straight up?
When did you receive the phone call from our colleagues?
Oh, less than half an hour ago. Have you any idea how embarrassed I was about the affair? The colleague I talked to said that the beggar still had some of the substance he'd been knocked out with. Medical alcohol with apple juice.
Yes.
Halligan, please tell me you didn't do it.
I had nothing to do with it, Chief.
Oh my God.
Honestly.
Well, I hope so, for your benefit. From now on, I expect you to start looking into the case at hand.
Beggar must be mistaken.
Chief, the beggar must be mistaken. It's a mix-up.
A mix-up? I hope so. If these accusations turn out to be true, you can spend the rest of your professional life washing police cars.
Okay.
Okay, Chief. I read you.
Indeed? Excellent, Detective. Then get out and do your job. And Halligan, if I should hear that you are conducting your investigations in any dubious or illegal way, I'll take you off the case immediately.
Understood, Chief.
Oh my goodness. You don't even get the option to, like, not lie. Hold on, let me see if we can get the water cooler dialogue.
A gift from the Chief of the New York City Police Department. Inspector Miller is extremely proud of it. I'm not thirsty. A gift from the
we
Chief
can't
of
get
the
the-
New York City. A gift from the Chief of the New York City Police Department. Inspector Miller is extremely proud of it.
Let's save now. On. Probably takes a minute to save because I have to name all the files. No, I like the water cooler dialogue because you just get to hear his awful American accent. A real American water dispenser. Let's call this one Chief. Save. That is an incredible menu screen. It's my favorite. I love it. I've been showing it to everybody that comes in. I think it's my favorite menu screen since Persona 5. Can we bother... Does Lowry have anything? Yes, please. Do you have new dialogue?
What is it this time, Halligan?
Oh, yes, we do. Have you ever heard of an organization called The Circle?
Have you ever heard of an organization called The Circle?
The Circle? Is that somehow connected to the crop circles?
Okay, forget it, Lowry.
Oh.
I know that you'll say no, but I have to ask for your help.
You do actually need help, Halligan. But not from me. Try a social worker. Well,
Do you know how to operate the copying machine?
yes, I do.
But you're not going to tell me, right?
You really are a clever boy, Halligan.
You're a really nice person, Lowry.
I do my best.
Damn, we didn't give Larry a chance. These guys hate each other. And I love it. This is my favorite screen in the game, just to hear them be catty to each other.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Lowry.
Is it time to try and get the scissors again? Here, I will...
Hey, I've had enough. Get your paws off my scissors, will you?
Why is everyone so mean to this guy? Let me show you. Let me get to, like, the best dialogue in the game.
Books? He's got books? They're probably just for show, meant to impress the ladies. Books? He's got books? They're probably just for show, meant to impress the ladies. Books?
One more time.
He's got books? They're probably just for show, meant to impress the ladies.
Logic. Reveal. Failure.
Books? He's got books? They're probably just for show, meant to impress the...
No, but you quickly learn... Which is Halligan's office? Oh, no, wait, it's the middle one, isn't it?
Ladies' coats don't
Oops.
suit me.
What you quickly learn from Halligan is that, oh, we have a message. He's maybe insane.
Al's Pizza Palace makes the best pizza in the whole of London.
Let's just show off some of this stuff.
God save the Queen. Even if she's wearing a really ugly green suit.
This is indeed our office pizza. Where do we get the books?
I won't find anything I could make use of now. This is my collection of case files.
How do we...
This is my collection of case files.
Oh yeah, here they are.
Good to know that there are intelligent life forms out there. In here, I only meet weirdos like Detective Lowry, the Sirius Riddle. I didn't like that book very much. I wanted to give it to Stryker, but he doesn't read. Non-smoker within 21 days. John Sinclair, Ghost Hunter. My favorite book.
Yeah, this is incredible character building. The fact that he's completely skeptical about druids, and then you look in his office and he has multiple books on crop circles and ghost hunting. Let's check out our message, I guess. Oh, does that 6 messages? How do I...
Brent? Hello,
Oh no.
is that you? It's your
Oh,
mother.
no.
You know, I hate these modern talking machines.
No.
I haven't heard anything from you for months now, Brent. Is that any way to treat your mother? Aunt Annie's celebrating her 75th birthday at the weekend. We have both been invited. You will come, won't you? Brent? And please, wear something smart. Do me a favor.
Oh, God. That's all I need.
Oh no.
Brent?
Okay, do we... Uh-oh.
Hello.
Okay, good, we can.
I'd better leave that here.
Hello, sir. This is Al's Pizza Palace. Your account from last quarter has not yet been paid. It amounts to £275.
Jeez!
Please see to it within the next few days, otherwise we will have to stop serving you.
£275? Wow, that's my personal record.
That's a lot of pizza.
Hello, Mr. Halligan. This is Melanie Turner speaking. I was wondering why I hadn't heard from you, but Mr. Blake just called and told me everything. I'm out and about quite a lot at the moment, and you may have difficulties trying to get me on the phone. But if you need me, just leave a message. See you later.
Oh, Melanie, come back. You're Kim. We need you. You're the only thing holding this case together.
Let me give you some good advice, Detective Halligan.
Oh.
Don't interfere with our affairs. It wouldn't be very healthy.
What? Who was that?
Halligan? This is Miller. Damn it, where are you? Do I have to speak to this damned answering machine if I want to get hold of you? If by any chance you happen to turn up in this department, I want to see you in my office.
Okay.
Miller speaking. I've had enough. You better come to my office as soon as possible. Did you get that?
The Chief. I'm glad I've got that behind me.
I have an idea. Hold on. Where's my sticky? X. What? That I have an idea. It was 196.
Scotland Yard Detective Lowry.
Okay.
Miller speaking. I've had enough. You better come to my office as soon as possible.
Did you get that?
Oh, of course.
Yes,
sir.
yes.
I'm coming. I'm on my way.
A puzzle I actually understood how to do. Now, quick. Quick. Yes. Is there anything? Okay, we can't. Is there anything else we can do while we're here? Ah, yes. Now, we better hide in case Lowry comes back. Oh, that's not actually where I meant to go, but now we can... Yes, okay. I actually forget what we're meant to be doing with this thing, but... And why there's even an interactable copy machine. Okay, now you let me do whatever this is.
Now I've got a clipboard with the form for information procurement and the form for station.
Okay, now I remember.
Phew. Chief, I've got an 88M9 order form for stationery here.
For stationery? You need new stationery again? Halligan, you'll lead this department to financial ruin someday. Do you know that?
Yes, sir. No, sir. It's nothing extravagant. I could do with a new pencil sharpener, that's all.
When will you learn to take better care of your things, Halligan? Scotland Yard can't print its own money. Every month, the accounts department gives me a hard time because of the deficit. Our budget for office costs is limited.
I know, Chief, but I'm not able to work without a minimum of stationery. Here, I've prepared this for you. You just need to sign it.
Okay, then. Okay, give it to me. But that's the last time, do you understand? You'll have to buy the next sharpener from your own money.
All right, Chief.
Anything else, Detective?
Nope.
No, that was it.
That's good. You know the way out, don't you, Detective?
Yeah.
Of course, Chief.
Okay, now I think we can give it to, Janet. And then we can get information. Okay. Wait.
That's a form for information procurement. It's me again, Janet.
Hello, Brent. How's your case going? Have you got any further yet?
I met an interesting old man.
Yes, I've seen an interesting old man. And now I need a database inquiry. This is my 234-2 form, signed by Chief Inspector Miller.
Okay, very good. Which term do you want me to search for?
Oh. The Circle.
I'm looking for information about a group called The Circle.
Circle. Just a sec. It won't take a moment. Yes, we've got something in the database about them. Let me see. An order of Neo-Druids. Their head office is in London. The head of the group is called Lord Sinclair.
Okay, yeah, let's... Anyone with a criminal record within the
Do
group?
we know about anyone with a criminal record within the group?
Yeah, just give me a second, Brent.
The fact that Scotland Yard has...
Somebody once filed a complaint against Lord Sinclair for disturbing the nightly peace.
Is that all?
Nightly peace. This is amazing.
No, hang on. Oh, some months ago, a gardener was killed on Sinclair's estate. And the murderer was never
Oh,
found.
no.
After the murder, Lord Sinclair and his order were under surveillance for some time. But there was nothing conspicuous to be found.
Ah, that's interesting. Anything else?
Well, Sinclair was fined once for hunting without a license. No, nothing else.
The address.
That's enough for now. Could you please give me the address?
There's 234 Winchester Street. That's in the outskirts of the town, a posh area.
Oh. Good.
Thanks a lot, Janet. I have to go.
Okay, Brent. See you later.
I want to ask
Hello,
about
Janet. How's
the
it going?
printout.
Halligan, what's up?
Could you please print
Yeah,
out
yeah.
the data about the circle?
Yeah, of course. No problem.
Thanks a lot.
Good. Thanks a lot, Janet. I have to go.
Okay, Brent. See you later.
Her neck. I don't know what's going on with her posture there. She actually has a scarf, but it turns out we stole it from her. Oh, that's cute. We actually get a nice little animation. Now we have this for some reason.
That's the printout of the database information on the circle. Lord Sinclair's address is on it as well. 234 Winchester Street.
Okay. Are we gonna have to use it to unlock a door as well? Do we have to photocopy it? Oh, we still have the carbon paper.
I don't believe it will work like
Hold
that.
on.
That won't get me any further.
Oh! Now I have 2!
No, not. That's the printout of the database information on the circle. Lord Sinclair's address is on it as well. 234 Winchester Street.
I'm not sure why I did that, but
No way.
can we, like, make a bunch?
It would have surprised me if it had worked. Looks like that won't work.
No.
That doesn't work.
That's probably a good thing because... if you could infinitely... Oh, you have to drop one off at the museum. Okay. I'm just thinking if you could infinitely copy stuff, that would probably crash the game. Oh! Okay. Okay. I'm glad they spent valuable time and money from the budget on that. Anything? Oh, is Lowry back? Is he gonna get mad at us? Yes! Hello!
Halligan, where are my scissors?
I've no idea. I thought they were on your desk just a minute ago.
Don't lie to me, Halligan. I know you've got them. And what was that business with the chief all about?
I really don't know what you're talking about, Steve.
Let me make myself clear. I hate that kind of thing, Halligan. I've had quite enough trouble with the chief for one day, thank you. Now tell me what it is you want.
Nothing, really.
Then get out!
Can we be nice and give them back? No!
I'd rather not cut that.
Steve? Oh, I'm sure everybody will be happy to know I did check Archive of Our Own for Halligan and Lowry, and their ship tag does exist. It only has 2 fics in it, one being about 140 characters, and the other is in Russian. But it does exist. Let's go to Oxford. Just run! Animation! Are we still...
Locked. Looks like Ms. Turner is out.
Can we... Oh.
I can't do that. Nothing's happening.
Oh, wait, there. There's a little... I was covering
That'll do
it.
That should be enough for Ms. Turner to find me in case something happens to me.
Oh. His run animation's fantastic, and I love that he just... Oh! The Beggar! The Beggar! Are you back? Yes! Can we give him his money back, please? Oh no, it's gone, isn't it? We spent it. Hello? Hi! Remember me?
Hello? Haven't seen you for a while.
You get lost, you crook. You nicked all my pennies. Me last 60 pence. It's bad enough I get robbed and the police do nothing about it. Now you coppers are nicking the stuff yourselves.
Hey, you shouldn't see it
Oh
like
my
that.
God, Halligan.
Let's say it was business. I really needed money for the film.
Halligan.
And you got my lovely homemade schnapps in return.
There. Gorgeous schnapps. That stuff wiped me out straight. I want nothing to do with you, mate. Get lost.
Okay, that Halligan does have high drama based on his ability to lie. Maybe I'd say his suggestion's probably fairly solid the way he does this as well.
These are the beggar's bags.
You again? You better leave me alone.
Okay, no more.
The
No
beggar
more.
can make better use of them.
Good. No more stealing stuff. I'm so sorry. Okay. And Lord Sinclair. Oh, lock gate.
A very solid lock. I've no idea how I could open that.
I do. Oh no. It worked once. It worked once. I love all the voices. Me too. Like, the voice acting is actually really good and solid.
A very solid lock. I've no idea how I could open that.
Oh, hello, Bryn. Thank you. Yes. I'm using a 3D model now. Well, for these streams, I'm probably gonna stick with the same one for Project Moon stuff, because I worked hard on it. Thank you, and of course all credit goes to the actual modeler. All that credit's in the description. Oh?
Yes? Who's there?
Is that Lord Sinclair?
No, sir. I'm sorry. I am his lordship's butler.
Like to talk?
I'd like to talk to Lord Sinclair.
On what matter, may I ask?
I'd rather tell him myself.
I would rather tell him myself.
I am sorry, sir, but his lordship is not here.
What kind of anime girl? I think I'm a sheep. Where is he?
Where is he then?
I would ask you to understand that the nature of my profession prohibits me from answering that question.
Do you have ear? I do have ears. I do have cute ears. Tracking. I can also blow up my cheeks. And stick out my tongue. Yeah. Those are my skills. When is he due back?
When is he due back?
Sir, I will not answer that question.
Okay, I'll be back.
If that's the way you want it, all right then. I'll be back. You can be sure of that.
Of course, sir. Thank you for your visit. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Oh, we can look around. Oh. This should be interactable, but it's not. Let me just see if there's another. We can go the other direction. Oh, yes, we can. Oh! Hello, sir. And there's
A lot of cut grass.
cut grass. Hello, gardener, sir. You must know lots of things. The gardener always does.
Hello. Nice day today, isn't it?
Yeah, the weather's great. Just right for a walk.
Yes, that's what I thought. I didn't want to sit in the office any longer on such a wonderful autumn day.
Yes, I know what you mean. What kind of job do you do, then?
Me? Oh, I work with the agricultural office. Administration of public areas, that kind of thing. You know.
Really? Is there something wrong with Lord Sinclair's gardens?
No, everything's fine. I'm here on a private visit. I just wanted to get some fresh air.
Oh, make a backup save? Okay, thank you. Can soft block again. Goodness, this game. Well, we passed the first soft lock without too much difficulty, so... Well, I wouldn't call it maybe copious difficulty, but we didn't actually get the soft lock. Let's see. Call this garden.
Hello, my friend. It's me again.
Hello? Not in the right mood for office air yet?
Exactly. I'd like to ask you some things concerning our little conversation.
Of course.
Didn't even
just
have
ask.
any.
I'll be finished here soon anyway.
When you finish the game, you should look up Mystery of the Druids ending theme. Okay, thank you. Thank you. What are you doing at the moment?
What are you doing at the moment?
I have to cut the hedges. They grew rampantly this summer.
Oh.
Lord Sinclair doesn't want them to project over the paths where they could be in the way of walkers. He's a conscientious person.
Oh, is he?
Oh, yes, absolutely. He leads a very secluded life here, and he's always conscious of not doing anything that could annoy other people.
Look at it. He has shears. We might need those, or maybe he has a second pair.
What could annoy people out here?
Well, somebody could feel disturbed by disorderly hedges, for example, or somebody could get hurt. There would be a complaint or a caution or something like that. And Lord Sinclair would have to deal with it. He doesn't like things like that. He wants everything done in a way that guarantees that he won't be bothered.
Was it the past gardener that was murdered?
Ah, you mean he wants to be left in peace?
Yes, you could say that. Even I don't see him very often. He often travels with a gentleman from his club.
He's a member of a club.
He's a member of a club?
Yes, of course. It's natural for a man of his class to be a member of
Oh,
a club.
gosh.
And Lord Sinclair has been a member of his club for as long as I can remember. He regularly meets the other gentlemen.
What's his profession?
What's Lord Sinclair's profession?
You mean, does he work? Well, you don't have to work when you're that rich. I think he plays the stock market. And sometimes his bodyguards talk about new deliveries. Lord Sinclair is certainly involved in some sort of import-export business. But between you and me, I don't think that he needs the money. I think business is just a hobby of his, or something like that.
So he has bodyguards?
So he has bodyguards?
Of course. A man in his position needs them. And I can tell you, you wouldn't fool around with them. 2 former officers from the Foreign Legion. You know what kind of people they are. I'm always very careful with them anyway. I try to keep out of their way.
Is his lordship afraid of something?
I think he's just a very careful man.
What kind of club?
What kind of club is it?
Oh, I don't know the name either. The gentlemen are very discreet, but that's normal in these circles. It must be a very exclusive club with only a few members and an ancient tradition.
I have to go. Don't work too hard.
I have to go. Duty calls. Don't work too hard.
Thanks. Have a good day.
Okay, I want your shears.
Hello, my
Do you have
friend.
anything else?
Exactly.
Of course.
What are you doing? Yeah.
What are you doing at the moment?
I have to cut the hedges. They grew rampantly this summer. Lord Sinclair doesn't want them to project over the paths where
Okay,
they
we
could
did do
grow.
this.
Oh, and he's...
Okay, we did that. Is there...
That's the gardener's wheelbarrow. This grass is quite dry.
Oh no. Don't tell me it's dry. Not again. No! Halligan! Bye! Give me those. they're huge. Why? Look. Look, we already... Like, one of the first puzzles of the game was we need money, and he decided the way to go about doing it is poisoning a homeless man and stealing his spare change. Hello, Proger at Math. Like, the way I'd probably describe him is, like, he's a weirdo like York. I mean, York from Deadly Premonition is, but has absolutely no morals. Okay, hedge clippers. Yeah. Oh, oh!
Damn, the shears are broken.
Oh no! Oh, hold on. We having another bot check. There we go, there we go. Okay.
Better not touch it. It could be electrified. I bet this Lord Sinclair is prepared for unwelcome visitors.
Okay, now, Oh, we kept the broken shears.
Think first, Brent. Looks like that won't work.
Well, it's electrified. Before you go through, you have to pick up the wire on the ground, or you can soft lock yourself. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Thank you for letting me know. I wouldn't, especially admittedly, I have a hard time sometimes seeing right at what's the bottom of the screen because of where I have my phone, which does my face tracking as position, so sometimes I can't read the bottom option. But thank you. I absolutely would have missed that. Did they break right away? They did. What? No!
Now the scissors are broken as well, but the hole should be big enough now. Stop. Wait a minute. The fence is electrified.
Okay, so now we have two broken things and a wire. Well, the scarf...
It won't work like that.
Gloves? Oh.
Stop. Wait a minute. The fence is electrified.
Those classic fences, they can easily cut their scissors. Exactly.
Think first. That won't get me. Not a good idea. No, better not.
Oh, I thought it would be the scarf. What else can we do? Oh, hold on. Close. Backtracking. There we go.
Not a good idea. No, I can't see any connection.
Can I combine it? Oh. Classic wrap scarf.
That won't help. That doesn't work.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
It won't work. I should... Not a... Nothing's happening.
Now do I have to hold it with gloves? Oh.
It would have surprised me if it had worked like... I can't... It won't... I thought it wouldn't work like that.
Now? Oh my gosh.
How do you do, Mr. Halligan? How nice of you to visit us.
You know my name?
Certainly. Lord Sinclair has been expecting you.
He has? Is that boss of yours some kind of psychic or what?
Why don't you ask him that yourself? Let's go.
Oh, they make us watch the whole animation. Oh.
Mr. Halligan, it is a great pleasure to meet you in person at long last.
The pleasure's mine. Would you mind telling your charming pet gorilla here to point his damn pistol somewhere else?
Please forgive us this precautionary measure, Mr. Halligan. I happen to be a distrustful man. Jack.
Those eyelashes.
Lord Sinclair, now that we've met, there are a few questions I'd really like to ask you.
Certainly, certainly. After dinner I will answer any questions you deign to ask me. Until then, please be my guest. Jack, please be good enough to show our guest to his chamber.
You do not seem to be quite aware of the situation you are in, Lord Sinclair. I'm a detective from Scotland Yard. I don't want to have dinner with you. I'm here because of a series of murders in which you are a prime suspect.
With all due respect, Mr. Halligan, I took you for a wiser man than that. If anyone here is unaware of the situation they are in, you are. I have asked you to be my guest at dinner. Please don't disappoint me by refusing. Otherwise, I will have to ask Jack here to persuade you to stay in his own way.
I understand. I'm to stay here voluntarily, because if I don't, you'll force me. Is that it?
I'm glad we've settled that. Now, if you would please follow my friend Jack, he will show you to your room. We will discuss everything else in detail later, over dinner.
Let's go.
I don't know if it's my monitor, but their hair just completely freaks out in these full cutscenes. Oh no! Oh no!
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Locked up in Lord Sinclair's house.
Okay, let's save. I think I'm gonna finish up here because my phone is dying. What should I call this? Trapped. Trapped. Well, yeah, and we can all ponder the beautiful menu screen for a moment. But thank you all for joining me for this time. It's definitely a lot more. It's very fun to share this with everybody. I'm having a great time. I think we got through the. We're truly trapped. We got through the big softlock parts. It can only go up from here. We have our suspect. And I'm quite excited for some of the stuff that's coming out. Oh, thank you. Yes, and for I can double check times with you for. I'll keep this on the weekend, but I can check times with everybody if that's. This game's truly. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I get to share it with everybody. I have a lot of affection for bad games, and this one's quite a treat. Can't wait. Yes, and we have, and once again, thank you for being the guide, Nax. It's easier than when, I would have had to have gotten a guide at some point because I never would have expected a waiting puzzle. But it's definitely nicer to have somebody help me in chat than needing to pause and look up a guide myself. And yeah, some exciting things happening on Ruina next time too, but yes, thank you all so much. Have a good evening or good rest of the day and good rest of your weekend wherever you are. Thank you all so much.